So your boy bought a new stock today, man. We have to break down what stock I bought, why I'm excited, stocks I moved in the portfolio to actually buy this stock, and overall why I'm so bullish on this company in the midterm and long term, honestly. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and join my Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my trades, investments, and if you want to be a part of my private Discord. All that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stockssurfest.com/Patreon. And now, cheers, guys. Take a sip of your coffee, and let's dive into it and dive right into the company I bought, which is Next Era Energy, ticker NEE, trading at about 89, 90 bucks a share. I actually got filled just over $90 a share on my initial investment here, guys, and I'm planning on buying even more. And you guys probably remember we made a video maybe a week, 10 days ago going over the next wave of the AI trade. A lot of it has to do with the massive demand for electricity, right, from all these data centers and the continuous, build out of these data centers, which will require more and more electricity. And that's exactly where Next Era Energy comes into play. And before we dive into the fundamentals, why I bought it, what stocks I moved around to actually buy this stock, right? Let me show you the technicals here, which look very, very good. The stock's, again, trading at about 89.60 right now. And what we're noticing is a clear-cut gap right here waiting to be filled all the way up to about 98, almost $100 per share, which, by the way, guys, is where the stock was chopping around back in February, March, April, May. We were in this window between 90 to 9800 bucks a share. That's where I think we're headed right now. We're above these moving averages. We have an ascending triangle that is about to play out, in my humble opinion, and I think we have a wide open window right here of around 6 to 8% to capture, and I think, honestly, man, it's going higher than $100 a share. That's my opinion. You do your own research. Technically, that is what I'm looking at right now with Next Era Energy, and on the max chart, we can see we're still pretty much under the lows from 5 years, or the highs rather, from 5 years ago, guys. 5 years ago, we hit 89, 90 bucks, 92, and we just couldn't break through. And that's back when, right, electricity demand, the story with AI, all these data centers, wasn't even really in the picture, right? So I think the fact that this stock is still trading where it was at 5 years ago with all this build out that we've seen and the insane demand for electricity, I think that's insane. The fact that it's still at the same price it was at 5 years ago when this build out that we're seeing right now really wasn't even there. You know what I mean? So let's dive a little bit deeper into Next Era Energy. Again, I just bought the stock, and I'm bullish. I'm holding on tight, and I'm planning on selling calls on this stock, maybe even running the wheel strategy. I mean, the premiums aren't too crazy. I mean, it is a utility play. So it's not, the sole reason of me buying the stock is not to sell covered calls and run the wheel, but it's like the cherry on top, because I think not only can we get some premiums, right, but the stock price is going to appreciate like crazy because of the story that is playing out right now. So Next Era is actually one of the largest electricity and renewable energy companies in the United States. And the business is primarily built around two major pieces: Florida Power and Light, a regulated utility benefiting from Florida's population and, of course, economic growth, and Next Era Energy Resources, which develops and operates renewable energy, battery storage, nuclear, natural gas, and transmission infrastructure across North America, right? And listen, like I said, AI data centers require enormous amounts of not only electricity, but reliable electricity around the clock electricity. And after roughly 15 years of mostly stagnant U.S. electricity consumption, demand is finally starting to accelerate again, with data centers becoming one of the largest drivers, and the EIA expects the strongest 4-year stretch of U.S. electricity demand growth since 2000. Yes, since 2000. And this puts NextEra Energy in a powerful position because, guys, it can provide more than just one type of energy. That's the key. It can combine natural gas for reliable around-the-clock power, solar and wind for lower-cost generation, battery storage to balance the grid, nuclear energy for carbon-free baseload power, and transmission infrastructure to connect everything, right? And NextEra is targeting approximately 15 gigawatts of data center hub development by 2035 in its base case, right? That's the base case, and with an upside case of roughly 30 gigawatts. And its broader hub pipeline has already surpassed 60 gigawatts, showing how large the opportunity could become longer term, you know? And listen, NextEra gives investors a more diversified way to invest in the AI infrastructure boom, which is why I really like it. You know, we all know about GPUs. We all know about, memory at this point. It's almost old news. You know, the picks and shovels plays, we get it. And electricity, man, this is a way to play it in a more stable way, right? NextEra has a dividend. It's not as crazy volatile as an NVIDIA, a Micron, a SanDisk, an AMD. It's a quote-unquote safer way to play this next, evolution or the next wave, whatever you want to call it, of the overall AI trade. And at the end of the day, man, instead of trying to pick which chip company wins, right? And a lot of them are winning, will win. You're essentially investing in the electricity and physical infrastructure that nearly every AI company will need, And you also get the stability of a regulated utility, a nice dividend, like I said, and exposure to one of America's largest energy development platforms. And the major risks here are interest rates with, all utilities. And we're in an environment right now where we might get a rate hike. Who knows? We might get a rate cut. Everyone's talking about it every day. People are changing their minds every day. So that is an enormous risk. The interest rates and the enormous capital required to actually build these projects, and regulatory hurdles regarding the Dominion combination, which I'm sure you guys heard, Dominion Energy, NextEra Energy combining. So there is going to be some regulatory scrutiny. I'm pretty sure management said they expect to close that deal midway through next year, so mid-2027. So that is something worth talking about, the scrutiny, regulatory scrutiny regarding the Dominion combination. That is something bears are talking about, but I think it's still a great company. I think it's still one worth buying. And the simple thesis is that AI cannot scale without electricity. And NextEra owns, develops, and delivers the types of energy infrastructure needed to meet that exact demand, which is only going to continue to go up at this point. So, guys, I am a fan. I'm not a fan, not just a fan. I'm an investor in this company. And at the end of the day, I don't have personally much exposure to utilities, to energy companies right now. This gives me diversification while also still being in the theme of the overall AI trade. Because again, it's not just about GPUs and memory. It used to be like 2-3 years ago, right? It was all about GPUs, but there are so many layers to this AI trade, and NEE, and there are a lot of other ones as well. These are the next layer, in my opinion. And investors know about these stocks. I mean, it's not like these are, completely hidden. These are massive companies, but I don't think Retail has woken up to this yet. I don't think a lot of big money has come into these stocks quite yet. And I think NEE is going to be a winner. And there are a bunch of other ones as well that I think will do well here in the next wave of this AI trade. And make sure you guys go check out that video. I forget what I titled it. I think it was called the next wave of AI, or I forget, whatever. We covered a bunch of companies in there. So what did I do in terms of selling to actually fund this purchase? And by the way, guys, hit the like button on this video. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. I think 50% of you guys watch the content, but you're not hitting subscribe. So if you want to see more content, if you want to see my videos almost every day, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Your boy's trying to get to 100K subs and get that 100K plaque for YouTube. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. So I ended up selling out of Meta. I did it, guys. I sold out of Meta, not because I'm bearish Meta. I don't think the company is going to do well, because quite frankly, it's because I am too much, or I was too much, in these big tech stocks. You know, I own Nvidia, I own Amazon, I own, what's the other one? Amazon, Nvidia, Google, right? And Tesla. Those are my four big dog companies, right, that I own. And I feel like Meta was just in my portfolio. It was just there, is the way I like to say it. It wasn't a meaningful size position. It wasn't a position that, quite frankly, I think is going to move much over the next couple months. So it's like, let me get out of Meta. I could always get back in, raise some cash, right? And I also sold out of some Robinhood, not entirely. I still own a bulk of my Robinhood position, but I did sell about 20% of Robinhood. I locked in a nice profit. You guys know I'm in the stock from the low 70s. So I made that trade. I locked in some gains on Robinhood, and I took a little loss on some shares of XNET, which is getting crushed today, guys, which I've been in for a little bit. I am down in my position, so I did lock in some losses there. So that's how I raised some cash today. And I had some cash in the portfolio as well. Not a crazy amount, quite frankly, because I've been buying stocks like a freaking madman. But that's what I did, guys. Sold some XNet, sold some Robinhood, sold out of Meta, and I decided to buy a more stable, safe, quote-unquote, utility play that will benefit from this surge in demand from all the AI data centers. Simple as that. Simple as that. And when you're managing your own portfolio, guys, you got to make these tough decisions sometimes, you know? Sometimes you may love Meta, you may love this stock or Robinhood or this or that, whatever, but you got to be objective and honest with yourself and be like, okay, is my portfolio too focused on tech or this or that? Can I actually provide more stability for my portfolio? How can I do that? What can I do to kind of diversify and have some less correlated positions? And that's what I did today, man. And I always look at my portfolio at least, well, I look at it all the time, right? But at least once or twice a month, I sit and I look at it objectively and I'm like, okay, how's the portfolio structured? How is it doing? What do I want to do, or what do I want to add to my portfolio? Am I overweight here? Am I underweight here? Am I too concentrated? And there's this Warren Buffett quote, which I agree with. Concentration builds wealth and diversification preserves it. So I'm not going to go completely away from tech. That's not the point. But you don't want to be too over concentrated sometimes. And when the market gets nailed like this, you start to feel it. You know what I mean? And I'm not crazy, you know, in tech right now in terms of, you know, I'm down 40% like some people. Look, I'm not in memory stocks. The only pure AI plays I'm in right now are Nvidia and Corning is down, I must admit. But at the end of the day, man, you got to look at your portfolio objectively and make the tough decisions. And That's what I did. That's what I did. I sold out of Meta. I got into some NEE, which is still in the AI theme, but it's a more stable way to play it, and it's a safer play, like I've said throughout this video. And that's where I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at. And at this point, NEE, who knows? It could go down lower. It might rip straight to 100, but I'm holding on tight. I like the fundamentals. I like what they're doing, and yeah, that's where I'm at in the overall market right now, guys. What a day. These stocks, these AI stocks keep getting nailed. And, you got to diversify a little bit sometimes, but also keep your core holdings intact. It kind of depends on what you're doing, how you want to structure your portfolio. That's what I'm doing right now. So let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to be a part of my private Discord community, see how I'm building my portfolio on Patreon, how I'm trading, all my investments, how I sell options to create income, all that's on Patreon. Link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in there. Have a great rest of your day.